Welcome to Movie Extra. Today I will show you a drama, thriller, romance movie from 2017 titled, You Get Me. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. Enjoy the video. The movie begins with Tyler, a high school student who is currently in love with his beautiful girlfriend Allison lives with his younger sister Tiffany. His family is financially well off, but his life has changed to be brighter since he met Allison at his school. Unfortunately, he never invites her to meet his parents because they are rarely at home and busy all the time at work. They have close friends at school named Gil and Lydia. Tyler also works as a waiter at a cafe near the beach where he and his friends often hang around. One night, they go to their friend's party and Allison accidentally runs into an old friend from San Francisco named Chase. She intended to introduce him to Tyler at some point. Tyler and Chase talk. Chase reveals that in San Francisco, Allison used to be a bad girl who liked to party, drink and sleep with other men. Tyler gets angry because Allison has never told him about her past and he gets into an argument with her and they end up breaking up. Tyler leaves the party disappointedly and leaves Allison alone. He meets a beautiful and rich girl named Holly. She invites him to drive around with her fancy car. He accepts the offer and starts telling her that he just broke up with his girlfriend, so she tries to calm him down, so they end up partying together and get intimate at her big luxurious house. The following morning, Tyler wakes up and goes to Holly in the living room. There is some photos on the floor and she tells him her family story, saying that her father died long time ago and he left her a great sum of wealth. Her stepmother travels a lot, causing her to often feel lonely, so now, she's happy that she can spend the rest of the weekend with him. They mess around with each other the whole day and Tyler is in the clouds by Holly's seduction and forgets all about Allison. He realizes that he has to go home because his little sister is home alone. He says that the weekend was really special before leaving Holly's house. When he gets home, he checks his phone and finds out that he has received a lot of messages from his closest friends, including Allison, telling him she wants to meet to solve their problem that happened a few days earlier. The following day Tyler rushes to Allison's house and she apologizes for her behavior and recounts that while in San Francisco she was affected by her bad friends there and that's why her family chose to move, hoping to live a better life in peace. They finally admit and forgive each other's mistakes and they choose to get back together. They also promise not to keep secrets from each other. However, Tyler seems to remember his mistake, sleeping with Holly last weekend, but he chooses to keep the secret from Allison. In the new semester at school, there is a new student who enters Tyler's class and it turns out to be Holly. She reveals that now she and her stepmother moved into the area forever and wanted to surprise him. After the class, the group gathers in the cafeteria for lunch and suddenly, Holly comes and introduces herself. Tyler gets anxious and instantly messages Holly to meet him downstairs near the elevator. They see each other after school and at first, she thinks that he wants to make out with her, but instead, he says that he wants to break up with her because it was all a mistake. Sadly, Holly threatens him that he will regret it. The following day, Allison and Holly decide to go to the cafe where Tyler works at. There Holly shows Allison a photo of a man whose face isn't visible and shirtless. Tyler is terrified that she will tell Allison about their thing, but luckily, she still keeps the secret. Holly begins to hang out and grows closer to them. She also starts going to Allison's house often to chat. In the meantime, Tyler wants to confess to Allison about his affair with Holly via text, but then, Holly decides to stay over at Allison's house, causing him to delay telling her the secret. While Allison is asleep, Holly secretly takes some of Allison's belonging and also a photo of Tyler with Allison. The days go by and Tyler begins to suspect that Holly is dangerous, especially one day, when he meets her stepmother Corinne, who reveals that Holly is taking medication for a mental disorder. She seems to have an obsession about something that she loves really quickly. Lydia becomes suspicious of Holly when she discovers Holly's lack of any social media presence because according to her, everyone must have a social media account nowadays, but strangely, Holly doesn't even have one. Holly inadvertently overhears their conversation and feels threatened. While they are in the cafeteria, Holly intentionally brings their favorite smoothies to the table with one that is poison for Lydia. Lydia instantly seems to have a very allergic reaction after drinking the poisoned smoothie, so she has to be rushed to the hospital. Allison straightway escorts her to the hospital while Tyler guesses that his suspicions are true. Later, Allison tells Tyler that Holly is pregnant, but at first he doesn't believe that their previous relationship got her pregnant. As a good friend, Allison decides to accompany her through her hard time. Holly later shows up at Tyler's house and plays with his little sister Tiffany. She tells him that she wants the two of them to get back together, but Tyler quickly takes her out by force and pushes her out of his life forever. She goes to Allison's and tells her that she and Tyler were intimate last weekend and that the photo of the shirtless man was Tyler. At night, Tyler visits Lydia at the hospital to tell her that he suspects that Holly put something in Lydia's smoothie earlier, He also promises to solve all the problems by telling Allison everything he did before. The following morning, Tyler and Allison meet up at the beach and he confesses everything to her and she says she has already heard the truth from Holly. She decides to ignore his explanation and is upset with him. She states that she never wants to talk to him again and leaves him alone. At school, Holly proceeds to get Tyler suspended from school by telling the teacher that he assaulted her while on suspension. Tyler finds out from the teacher that Holly's real name is Elizabeth, so he looks her up online and unexpectedly discovers that she violently assaulted another female student. She was also committed to a mental institution for a while as a result, and now he knows why Lydia couldn't find Holly's identity on the internet earlier. That night, Holly quietly breaks into Allison's house and she manages to kidnap Allison and tries to lure Tyler into her house by sending him a picture of the unconscious Allison. He plans to go there to save Allison and texts Gil to help him out by sending Holly's home address. Meanwhile, Allison awakens to find that she has been tied up to a chair at Holly's house. Holly starts telling Allison that she's not actually pregnant and she purposely tricked her to make her feel disappointed with Tyler. Shortly after, Corinne comes home and finds Allison tied up, so she attempts to rescue Allison, but Holly sneaks up behind her and suffocates her with a plastic bag and kills her. Tyler arrives at Holly's house. He finds the unconscious Allison with blood on her forehead. She has been tied midair to the ceiling and he manages to free her and they escape outside. Before they can get away, Holly points a gun at them and Tyler apologizes to her for everything he's done so far. Fortunately, Gil arrives at the right time from behind, but this catches Holly by a surprise, causing her to shoot Tyler right in his shoulder. Allison quickly takes the sharp object which Tyler had brought to stab Holly. Tyler, who is dying, says that love is blind and can destroy everything, but he's lucky that he and Allison can survive what happened. They end up happily celebrating Tiffany's birthday party. At the end, Holly is wheeled into the back of an ambulance and asks the paramedic to never leave her side and makes him promise. The end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and leave a like if you'd like to see more videos like this.